Ever. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. My brand's name is Mrs. Mette. I love Mette, and I'm going to get some really nice accessories for it, but we are going to talk about it later. Today we need to talk about the Tabboulah. So let's get this out of the way. I'm going to put my Christmas decorations for you here, and of course for any good Tabboulah, what we need, yes, we need good nice parsley. Yes, that's right. And I have already done a batch here, as you can see, very finely chopped, very fine, very finely chopped. Of course, here I have also fresh mint, a lot of fresh mint. Actually, the more the better. And I have also some lettuce. Now, traditionally the Tabboulah is only composed of few ingredients, very few ingredients. You need your parsley, you need your mint, okay? So you can see from the angle of the streaming that my socks are showing, but it's fine, you know, it's winter. I'm in Germany, of course it's cold, no problem. So we need our fresh parsley, we need our fresh mint, we are going to need a bunch of other ingredients as well. We are going to need a very nice and firm tomato, we need cucumber, lettuce because I love them, of course we need the lemon, and we need the spring onions or the normal one, that will do. And I put this just to tell you, do not mess up the Tabboulah, please. Never ever add anything beyond these ingredients, okay? So since I already have a batch of all the herbs finely chopped and washed thoroughly, I'm going to start immediately with my veggies. I'm going to get my trusty knife. I'm going to start with this delicious tomato. You know, chopping skills are the ultimate measure for any girl who is about to get married. If you know how to chop your tomatoes right for your Tabboulah, this is a very good indication that you are fit to be a wife in the Arab countries. I need you to notice how I'm chopping these. I'm not doing like this because I really like my fingers. I do not want to risk cutting myself. Nobody loves blood in their Tabboulah. Not even that guy from Pennsylvania Hotel. I really love that movie. Anyway, so you chop your tomatoes into small cubes, very small cubes. The smaller the better, actually. What I love about Tabboulah is that it is very generous. This is really a generous dish. The more you put of everything, the better. So you see, it's quite easy. Of course, I need to tell you that I am not a chef, so if there are any chefs watching, please forgive me if you find that this is messy. This is how I do it. I'm basically an entrepreneur who happens to love Tabboulah. My daughter as well, she loves Tabboulah, and I promised her when she comes back from school she will find her Tabboulah ready. You see? Well, Tabboulah is the most famous salad in the Arab world. It needs to be there in almost every occasion, even without occasions. We have an urge, you know, it seems almost like by birth. We have the urge to have Tabboulah at least once a week. And then of course, because we are famous for, as Arabs I mean, we are famous for big families, we're not going to settle for a little bit Of course, I need to tell you that I washed my hands very well, so don't worry about that. I'm still a little bit upset because of the setback of the streaming, but I'm very happy that we have everything covered. Look at this beautiful tomato. You know, one time I've done my tabbouleh with cherry tomatoes, but they were overly sweet, so basically I wouldn't recommend it. I recommend normal tabbouleh. Now it comes to the spring onions. If only you know how well spring onions go with the tabbouleh. Very, very much. Even if you do not like onions, try it. Trust me, it will only add this tangy, spiky flavor, and you will not even feel it. You will actually enjoy the crunch and the little bit of tanginess. I hope this is the right word to describe the onions. I need you to realize that we are trying to create right here is the ultimate kitchen-made corona vaccine. Believe it or not, I read a lot about it, and before the vaccine was invented, people would say, okay, just try to have a lot of vitamin C. So here you go. It's basically, this dish is a vitamin C concentrated shot. Add to this the wealth of other benefits coming from other vegetables as well. So, a little heads up, because normally we wouldn't use cucumbers in tabbouleh, and I'm sure if there are chefs here or people from the previous generation, they would say that it's outrageous to add cucumbers. But really, sometimes I feel that parsley, you know, the parsley can be sometimes sorry, a little bit dry, so I find adding the lettuce and the cucumbers to it to give it even more moist, not to mention even more health benefits. With the cucumbers, we are adding more fibers, we are increasing the zinc value and the watery content. Again, run your knife through them. I wish I could see the comments so that I can interact with you. So this is how I do it, you know. I don't know, you know, sometimes when I do this, it reminds me of the Egyptian way of cutting their mulukhiyah herbs. They would do like that, but it's fine. It's fine. So again, the finer the better. Okay, let me add those beautiful cucumbers. Look at that. Oh my god, this is really good. It's almost good to do at tzatziki, which is the Greek dish for yogurt and the cucumbers, which is actually not the Greek for us. It's also a traditional dish that we eat on the side. Okay, so now I'm going to add some lettuce. Okay, so this is what's left from my lettuce, because actually I need to confess that I used it yesterday to make tabbouleh. Again, yes, that's how much we love it. I have a little tip for cutting the leaves, and this type of lettuce is iceberg lettuce, but you can use, of course, the traditional Arabic one with the bigger leaves, etc. But I love this because it's very crispy and also very sweet, and I feel that it's really clean because, you know, it's closed and incubated. So I feel it's really clean. I wash them thoroughly, of course. So when you end up with some leaves like this, you can just roll them, cut like this, and then chop, like this, chop. And I'm going to save some of this lettuce to eat later with my tabbouleh. Yes, baby. Where is my mate? I'm really thirsty because of the stress from before. I cannot even believe it because I even set the mood. I had Fairuz, the famous Lebanese singer, going. I had everything set. But then to my surprise, the streaming did not go well. But it's okay. I think for the first time we need to expect everything. No problem. What's important is that we are here now. I love the lettuce. I just love it. I read one time a story about a woman who was craving the lettuce in an abnormal way. Okay? So every now and then you might say, okay, I would love to have a lettuce. But this woman, she was craving the lettuce. And she was talking about this to someone of their friends who happened to be a doctor. And this man told her that she needs to check for cancer. Believe me, your body always knows what it needs. I have a strong belief that our bodies really know how to cure themselves. And when this woman did her medical checkup, she was actually suffering from cancer at the very early stages. It turned out that the lettuce has substances that will help fight the cancer cells, believe it or not. So yes, the more you have in your tabbouleh dish, the better. Okay? So I'm going to assemble my dish right now because I believe by now everybody knows how to chop the parsley, how to chop the mint. And by the way, let me tell you, if you have more mint, if you have excess mint, all you have to do is just wash it and then spread it evenly on a tray and let it to dry until it becomes, then you just rub it with your hands so it becomes basically like this. It smells really good. So what I'm going to add more mint even. It's unbelievable how the mint is good for your digestion system. Amazing, amazing. You can even have the fresh mint with your tea after heavy meals. Believe me, this is going to make your digestion system say thank you. Yeah, just try it, you know. With your black tea, add a little bit of mint. Yes, fresh mint. Actually, I'm going to do that right now to my mate cup. You know, let me make sure that I wash it thoroughly. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Yes. Yeah. It's very good. It's very good for you. But a wise man told me when I drink my mate with the mint in the with the fresh mint, it needs to be in the morning because it's really good for the digestion system. So my system basically needs this in the morning. In the night, you need something else, something more subtle, like maybe a funnel or anise. You know, it's going to be much better for you, and it will help you de-stress. Amazing flavor. So here we have our herbs mix. I'm going to repeat again. So I have the finely chopped parsley, our king herb here, and then a lot of fresh mint, a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of cucumber, and the lettuce and the cucumber are only to add moisture and more nutritional value to our dish. And of course we have our beautiful tomato in here and the spring onions. Again, if you don't have spring onions, then the normal onion will do just fine. Okay, to spice it up, and this is very crucial, I'm going to add, I have already added more dried mint, paprika, yes baby, and if you like it hot, then feel free of course to add hot paprika. I do not really like hot stuff because I feel that it numbs the tongue and then it will deprive me from enjoying the flavors. Here I'm going to use the sumac. Okay, it's branded, they did not pay me to do any advertising for them, so I think it's only right to cover it up. Maybe you have seen it already, but it's fine. So sumac, this is also one of the traditional spices in the Arab kitchen. It's acidic, it will give a nice acidity to our dish. Some people argue that tabbouleh give them gas because it contains bulgur, and the bulgur is notorious for giving you gas, of course, even though Dr. Oz would describe that as a healthy gas. And let me show you what kind of bulgur I would use normally. Sorry for the noise. Normally I would use this. Very fine, poorly prepared, but it's fine. Learning lessons. Normally I would use this type of bulgur. You see? Can you see it? And now you have the brown one and you have the other color. And bulgur, we call it bulgur. But in other cultures it's called bulgur, but we call it burgol. Anyway, so it's basically crushed wheat. Very good, very nutritious, very healthy. But if you are a gluten intolerant, you can go ahead and use another excellent substance, which is the quinoa seeds. Gluten-free, lactose-free. Apparently there is something that is called quinoa milk. Yeah, never tried it before. I certainly tried the quinoa and I love it. Yeah, all you need to do is just put it in a small pot like this. So this is a coffee pot basically, but I do not like coffee either. Don't hate me for that. Please don't judge me also for that, because I drink mate all the time, and when you drink mate, who needs coffee? So go ahead and add your quinoa. Of course you need to boil it first. Just a few minutes on the stove and you are done. Okay? Few minutes on the stove and you are done. So like I said earlier, some people argue that because of the bulgur, the whole salad makes them gassy. Maybe sometimes, you know, some people are also get gassy from the onion, so you can go ahead and add a little bit of cumin. Me personally, I do not appreciate the flavor, and also I do not believe that cumin can really help you with a small amount. You really need to boil the seeds of the cumin in order to get the real benefit. So now we need to hit it with some lemon juice. And lemon juice, yes. Here's the lemon. Where is Yeah, so I'm going to do this. Please do not do like me. Okay, I'm really used to do this, but this is a risky way. But this, I feel that it gives me control. And then also it helps me extract all the goodness out of the lemon. But do not do this at home, please. You can use other things, like there are now specialized lemon pressers. Also, if you do not like a seed running away from you, because almost every time a seed runs away, and I know somebody may suggest, okay, why don't I do it in a separate bowl and then add the juice? But believe it or not, this really helps me control the quantities I'm using. Okay, wow, this smells already like heaven. Now to bring everything together, because the tabbouleh is not a tabbouleh without the olive oil, let us add, if you are on a diet, do not add much. 2 tablespoons like this would be enough. Okay, please use a quality olive oil. Normally the cold pressed ones are the best. What we need as a last touch is this. Yes, baby, yeah. And then mix, just mix it. Mix. Can you see? Oh my God, look at this. Please look at this. Your very own coronavirus vaccine in your own kitchen, homemade, very clean, very healthy. It's not for the corona. Rest assured that it's going to give your immune system a very good boost. That will enable you to fight your flu, lower your blood pressure, control your diabetes. So this is really, it's like superfood. It's like a little miracle, health miracle in a dish. Look at that. I wonder how people disrespect this dish. They would say, it's just a tabbouleh. No, it's not just a tabbouleh. It's actually a wealth of health benefits. Wow. This is fantastic. Let me try. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. Should I plate it for you? No need? No need, huh? You know what I'm going to do? Oh my God. So, earlier I was doing some research about the tabbouleh, and a portion like this with the bulgur and everything contains about 190 calories only. A portion like this has 190 portions only. So if you are on a diet, please consider including this on your diet. But mostly remember, no weird stuff like this, okay? Do not add hummus or anything, or chickpeas or whatever crazy stuff that's going on. So before I forget, I did promise a twist, and this is something that brings so much childhood memories. Yes, so much childhood memories. Peanuts. If you are not allergic, of course. Yes, those delicious peanuts. Like I said, we always have tabbouleh in our parties, so we make a lot of tabbouleh. Yeah, enough for 10, 20, 30 people, whatever. And for an extra touch, we would just garnish with a little bit of peanuts. Now let me tell you that I have tried with other nuts, but with peanuts, it's the ultimate flavor that you are ever going to get. Let me taste. Amazing. It's just amazing. Another amazing way to have the tabbouleh is to eat it with the lettuce. Okay, so this was it. Before I go and continue eating this beauty, let me tell you two more things. If you are too tired of healthy stuff, you can go ahead and eat this with chips, with potato chips, any flavor, but I find the salt and vinegar flavor, or the normal one, to go best with it. Okay. Second thing, this is not a modern dish. This is a very old dish. It was invented by people called the Chaldeans, who used to live in the area between Iraq and Syria, I think, 3,000 years before Christ. Yes, this is a very ancient dish, and the history books says that the Chaldeans used to chop the vegetables very fine and serve them. But then, of course, there were some updates over the years, like adding the olive oils, maybe the lemon as well, and now these days we are adding the lettuce and the cucumbers, and you can have them with delicious quinoa, which gives it a different texture. You do not really need to be gluten intolerant to have the quinoa. It's just a different texture. I mean, with bulgur, it gives you, the bite is different. It's like you are biting into a little bit of a meaty texture, especially if the bulgur is too much, you know, if you add a lot of bulgur. But with the quinoa, what I love about it is that it pops, so it's a different texture. So it's really fun to have. It's very healthy, and it's like I said, if you want a meal with all nutritional substances, then yeah, go ahead and add the quinoa, because it's really high in protein, so it's not plain veggies. Try it with the peanuts and let me know what do you think, and I'm going to see you next week with another video. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.